won't give me too much chances. I don't care if I am fancy brighter. Yeah, yeah, oh boy, I'm telling goodbye, I'm telling goodbye. Yeah, oh boy, I'm telling goodbye, I'm telling goodbye. Chances, I don't care if I am fancy brighter. Yeah, yeah, oh boy, I'm telling goodbye, I'm telling goodbye. Yeah, oh boy, I'm telling goodbye, I'm telling goodbye. Duck, duck, goose found a pussy in a dollar bin. Guess you forgot your calendar bin. Can't get loose, get the cats, got your tongue again. Rope burn on your hand, are you numb yet? I can go, I can take medication. Late at night, I can deal with everything. Every night, I can make it legal. And that's what they, that's what they.
They haven't set up their positions well, allowing cats. Oh my god! Good afternoon to those of you watching on the EU server, but good evening to those of you who are watching on the Asia server. Yesterday we got some amazing viewership. I don't know how I got that kind of numbers, where it just looked like spring season tournament stream. So let's once again reach that target today. As we're going to be following the rest of the 4 rounds, we'll be following the first fixture of all the rounds you're seeing here. So that means we'll be following DST versus Iris, and then BB versus Arctune. And we also have E4D versus UI and Iris versus S-MON. And these games are played the best of 3 series, and there is not much at stake here. It is used to determine the seeding, where you can find it here. So you will know very soon which teams are going to fill these remaining spots. So in the group, in this group stage already, we have Feast, PGMT, King, RNDTG, GV, NQE, 7HLV, and 9V, which was known as Camp 1 in the spring season. So you will know the draw for the groups very soon, after the games tonight. And the best 2 teams will advance to the next stage, and I would say Group 1 it looks like to be the group of death, and it's going to be interesting to see how things pan out. But we might be seeing teams here like PGMT and Kang, and this will be interesting to watch. So we'll see who is going to follow the games. At the moment, we have lots of streamers signing up for this. At the moment, we have Badox, who will be streaming in the group stage. Rolling Swarm following during the weekends. We also have Sionki streaming in Chinese and in Mandarin. I mean, and he will be doing it on Bilibili. And we also have Eternal Zinzan streaming in Japanese, and what's more, and also, yeah, I think that's all the streamers, is it? That streaming this tournament. Right, so the room should be up already. So let's actually go in, and we'll be following. First of all, it will be I just have to find it once again. It's going to be DST versus Iris. We are on New Bay, and next we have Yukon. the wrong password. So just have to ask for the right password. Just say hello to everyone so far. For example, Jonah, the Phoenix Show, Cat Scream, Skate, Noodles Ramen, Stradolate, Ahmad, and also a lot of X's. Ahmad, no giveaway. Sorry, this is not like an official wargaming stream, so can't do it. Should be right now, I think. Make sure I got into the right room. It should be the right room. Yes. If I continue, this is the table so far. We have Arctoon, Iris, and DST tied with 2 points. E4D, BB, and UI tied with 1 point, and Salmon has yet to pick up a point. And we're changing into this scene here. We're into the training room, so it's going to wait. We still have around 4 minutes left, so there is still a lot of time to go. And if you guys could wait, guys, gals, pals. Let's just call you pals for a moment. Can wait for a moment. I'm just going to set everything up a little bit. We'll be back in no time. I haven't been told by the organizers that there will be a giveaway, but also if you also CWA this tournament, if you want to donate to them, I think there is a link somewhere in there on their server. You have to donate via PayPal, I believe. The email is clanwarasia@gmail.com, so you can do that. That will be absolutely fantastic. So this is the lineup for both teams. DST still a clan that has not been curated, but there are people from different clans. So we have Kagarukai in the mouse, Ken Wars, AMX CDC, and it's not a tank that is allowed to be used, so he will change, they will change into another tank, probably. Not have peace, yes, they are going to take the T135. We have a triple ice forced by Not have peace, Konami and Noim with Pleiades in the mouse, and Crook in the T125. Iris is going to be taking Elitist, Ben CCO, and Kim Dabin in triple ice 4. Just Kev in the Krumvag alongside Inverness. We also have double mouse by Conquist and Nadoto. Conquistador. Very special spelling here. Not gonna lie, but Stradolate would not be playing tonight, unfortunately. I think they're coping with a lot of pressure. It's the anxiety can be colossal, particularly when you're getting streamed. So I understand this kind of pressure coming from, but otherwise, expect some good games tonight across all 8 clans that will be followed. Iris will be followed twice tonight, and there will be 4 rounds tonight to follow. So you will be getting all the goodies here. And so far, it's still kind of equal points for both these teams. So they are looking to, you know, get a better seeding in the end. But what position are we going to be seeing for these teams to the end? We'll find out soon, and we are on New Bay. no mediums or light, so I think both teams will lose because why not? So many IS4s as well. That was sextuple IS4s across the board. So sorry, why are you doing this to me? At least it's better than E7 taking septuple IS4s, so I can't complain, right? So Stradley saying lots of love, but you're spectating. Come on, I don't want that player tax to disappear. But both of these teams are going to both B and C, and C is going to be captured. But look at DST ignoring, going past that B cap. I think they're just going very aggressively. They are not even worried about getting spotted while crossing. Taking hold of this position might be advantageous for DST because that means now they're getting hold of the map, a big portion of the map now. But that would mean Iris might need to rotate in this situation a little bit, because now it's just going to be a standoff situation with Iris not have peace taking a big key here. So it has to be, they have to be really careful not to lose any more hit points. But look at Iris just barreling in, no hesitation at all, and it's all on to DST to defend. Now they do not have the hit points, but they have the position, so they have to be. Oh my goodness, we play ADs absolutely heavily smacked. DST really not working their positions to their advantage. They are losing so many hit points, getting out of the positions, and now play ADs now a one shot. They are killed, but Nadato, and you're seeing DST not making a big play onto Elitist and so on. And hit points are really not in favor of DST right now. Elitist is going to be the tank that is getting focused, but Kagarukai is getting taken out. If not that piece, putting in a great shell to Elitist, killing that tank off, and that leaves only 5 for the 6. This has descended into pandemonium with a not have piece now. Going to be a one-shot. Conquistador is now dead. This is just absolute CF you're seeing here. Konamu now one shot, not that piece, killed by Banco, and Konamu is also dead. And that leaves 3 tanks left remaining. DST still trying their best to get the hit points back, but it's going to be a tough job. With Can Wars now going to be next focus. They repaired that ammo rack in no time, but dropping the reactive armor could only buy so much time there. But Nadoto is the focus for Annoying. Don't focus the mouse, please. But Kagura is going to go down very quickly with Iris now. They have really punished DST for peeking out, and also DST really not patient enough. Probably they have better positions, but they really suffered from the crossfire, from the punishment from Iris, and I think that was the main reason why DST lost this one. And that leaves now Crook, the last person standing. And Dadufari should be sleeping, so go ahead and sleep now. Hopefully the stream is not lag. I'm going to check later on, see if it's laggy. But with Crook now dead, it's going to be 1-0 to Iris. So we have Iris 4 tanks doing more than 2k, but DST only 3 tanks doing more than 3k. But Kagura Kai, what on earth are you doing? 0 damage. At the same level as United Kingdom in Eurovision, 0 points here. So 0 points to Kagura Kai. Absolutely no sympathy at all. But we are now on to the next game here. I'm just going to check if there is any warnings. There are any warnings? No warnings here, so it should be fine. The stream should be going fine. Maybe it's just your end that your stream is lagging. But anyway, it's 1-0 for Iris. DST has to do a lot better. Not a good start for them. Hopefully we have more people watching this stream soon. we're now seeing Iris with triple Ice Force by elitist Banco and Kim Dabin, double Crown by Just Kef and Inverness, the double bounce by Conquistador and Adorto. On the other hand, we have DST going with Kagarukai, Kangwars and Pleiades, triple mouse, double Ice Force by Not Have Peace and Kanami, and Annoying and Krook, double Crown Wagon. This is going to go really heavy now. Once again, a lot of Ice Force, and this time quintuple mouses. Oh gosh, why am I here just to suffer? Yeah. Why am I here just to suffer? Watching all of you guys just showing no love to mediums or lights. I'm not happy about this. I need 7 mediums or lights in the next game, please. This is not fun. Happy would be happy about that, but I'm not happy about that. too many heavies, and that goes on to show that current meta is so heavy oriented, and maps like this, where there are lots of flat ground and also lots of obstacles, and also a lot of shielding, and closed maps like New Bay, mediums or lights will really suffer. Actually, Fort Despair is going to be another map, and Dynasty's Pearl also another map where mediums or lights are not getting any love. And I really hope Wargame is going to change something from this. Maybe increasing the DPM of some mediums could potentially make it a little bit better. Oh, now Banco is going in. They are going to take the Kramwagen, and it's going to be once again New Way. It is DST versus Iris, and we're going to go and get into this second game soon. It is New Bay with quintuple mouse and quintuple Ice Force across the board, quadruple Kramwagens across the board, just heavies and only 3 tanks here. So sorry everyone, you're going to suffer from just only 3 types of tanks, 3 tanks. Iris did the GV thing and won. They focused the mouse and won. Oh yeah, they did really focus the mouse, but it's more like the mouse there just made a mistake, probably peeking out and really showing the lower glasses, stuff like that. With B now getting captured by Iris already. This time most of the tanks are going into A, but when you're considering the mouses, they're probably going into the middle, and that would be some brawl over there. 2 mouses against 3 tanks, and I think this means the SC would need to make a move on the other side, because they won't survive for long there. 3 versus 2 is just a matter of time. These 2 mouses are going to be taken out. They have the numerical advantage on the other side. Iris needs to defend and hold. They do not want to go aggressively now. Banco is taking a lot of hits. And if they do not pull backwards, that's going to be hard. Banco's going to go down soon. DST is going to get the first kill. The mouses is still holding long here. With Kangwars actually potentially down soon. Now they're down. If Elite is now 1 versus 2, this is going to be hard. They need to defend well. Now Infernus is now going to be a one-shot play. This kills that tank off. Now Iris now have 5 tanks compared to DST with 6. This time DST looks better, but they are still down in terms of hit points, with Just Calf probably the next tank down. For Iris, they have the numbers, they have the effective DPM. They don't have the hit points though. They just need to make it work now. They just need to focus the tanks with a Manko dead. and not able to take out Elitist with just Calf now dead with Kanamu. Kaguru Kai finally dead, and 2 Mouses for the DST side. Iris, the Mouses actually have won this flank instead of Iris. We would have thought that double mouse of Iris would have won that one, but it wasn't the case. With not had peace now, there is now 3 versus 4. Iris still has a chance though. The 2 mouse still relatively healthy, but the DPM could be really low here. They have to take out Dabin very quickly, and that is the case. But B is also getting was also captured by Iris, so that would give some pressure for DST to hurry up. And we are seeing the mouse is now going down. Great shot from Nadorto onto Krug with Elitist now a 1-shot. They have to find a way to go onto the bridge once again, but Kanaru will be side stripping probably Conquistador in that mouse. Will be using the armor, but receives a shot from Kanamu. Pleiades need to stay alive because they are now a 2-shot. Krug is coming from behind potentially, but I think the focus might be on the Mouses at the moment. Elites just need to stay at the top. That will be fine. And it's going to take a long time for Krug to go up there. But do they have enough time though? They're not even considering to get A at the moment. Maybe Kanamu is doing that. And we're still waiting. It's still very close to call. 3 versus 3, hit points neck and neck. And Kramvagen has finally rotated now, dropping the speed boost. We're looking for Elisis right now. He's looking to go up the bridge side. He is spotted. Elisis needs to be really careful, but Nadorto has rotated upwards to the bridge, so potentially might be suffering a 2 versus 1 situation. Great shot to Conquistador onto Krug, and Nadorto is looking for Krug. Actually, Iris, that was a good play right here. But play this great shot to Conquistador with Kanamu. Oh, Conquistador is now in trouble. Great shot into Kanamu here, but it's now a 1-shot. Pleiades looking to shut down Conquistador. It's a bounce though, and with Iris still hanging on. Pleiades now 1-shot. All 3 tanks apart from Kanamu is now 1-shot. Interesting to see how this is going to pan out, but Nadorto is still really healthy here. This is going to get really close, but the pressure is on DST right now because they do not have the caps. And they do not have the hit points either. So getting the base would be very important here. But even if DST got a base on A, that would not change anything, because they only have 1 times great double tap into Nadorto. That would leave now. Nadorto is now getting double tap and taken out by DST. This is important. That leaves now 2 1-shots for Iris. How things have turned around this time now, it's going to be very important. Now they really want to kill all the tanks, but Iris has 700 cap points now. This is going to be important to play this now. Still alive with that mouse down there, but Krug has to play this one really carefully because they are 1-shots, and if they are not careful enough, you never know what's going to happen. Kanamu driving upwards, and that IS-4 spotted up Elises. They can afford to take a hit here because they are not 1-shot, and he's going to put a shell into Elises, and that leaves Conquistador, the last tank standing, and DST will be taking home the next game probably. And Conquistador needed that bounce, but can they score a bounce here? Just only 30 seconds left though, so Kanamu has to make that shot as soon as possible. And it's going to be Krug landing that killing shell. That means now DST tied 1-1. And great game to DST, great play at the end. And Iris, although attempting to shut down Kramvagen, didn't really commit to that and left Mouse kind of alone right there. But also Iris, that Mouse getting double tap twice wasn't part of the game plan, and I think that was the main reason why they lost. But it was a really close game in the end. Both teams playing well, and it's going to be 5 tags to more in 2K for Iris, with only 4 tags to more in 2K for DST. And we are now on to Yukon. So here we are. Iris going with double bounce by Conquistador and Nadoto with Infernus, Invictus Light, double E5s by Banco and Kibdabin, and double Crown Vagons by Elitis and Just Calf. On the other hand, we have DST going with double Ice Falls, potentially by Kagurukai and Not Have Peace, Can Wars in the Mouse, Manko in Crown Vagon by ADs in the Mouse, double 50Bs by Kanabu and Crucis, and another heavy map where most of the action's happening around the northeastern corner and the terrain there is relatively flat, and it's kind of a closed area with the factories being the cover for a lot of lanes. So interesting to see how it's going to work. Okay, so DST could change a little bit. They're going with triple 50Bs potentially. Now, I think the rune name has changed. So we're seeing Kramvagen, double Kramvagens by Elitis and Calf, double TU-25s by Banco and Kibdabin. And I'm not sure why I'm repeating this once again, but oh, DST, oh, this is what I love to see. They are maybe taking a full set of 50Bs, but no, they've reneged on that idea, and are they actually taking quintuple 50Bs? Kagurukai has been switched out, so only 6 players for DST at the moment. Oh, so it's going to be quintuple 50Bs. Are we going to be seeing sextuple 50Bs? No, it's just going to be triple Ice Force quadruple 50Bs. They're still making their mind up whether to take which tanks to take, but this is going to be an audacious strategy. 50Bs, really good burst damage potential. DPM is not bad at all. It's actually one of the higher, one of the tanks with higher DPM. Well, one of the clipping tanks with higher DPM, and but the armor is really paper, and the turret is really big, and chances are you're going to get penetrated relatively easily. And here we are, DST versus Iris, tiebreaker on Yukon. And let's hit a pie. Iris with tanks committing mostly to D, and DST, all of their tanks going for A, just going to secure that corner with quadruple 50Bs. And maybe Campbell's is there to get the... No, they're just going a bit passively in here. They're just going to bait Iris to push onto A potentially, with Kanabu actually looking to get into A, but he's got spotted by great reset shell onto Conquistador here, but they're not getting C either. So they are now going to get A with the North Half Piece and Manko. Kanabu's looking to get a reset shell, but they could not get it, and B is now getting captured. But Iris with D now getting captured also. A is now getting captured, so that means it's going to be 1 cap versus 2. Iris has 2 caps, so they have the hit point pool advantage, and no, they don't have the hit point pool advantage, but they have the cap advantage. So Inverness here is going to get a lot of spots up. All the 50Bs are looking to get to shut Inverness down. They have to run away quickly before the 50Bs are there to shut Vickers Light down, but I'm not sure if that is going to happen because shots been going into Inverness. One shot here, Manko misses, but oh, just enough to get out of the situation. But no, takes a hit. And it's now down to 900, sorry, 4 hit points now. It's just a good start for DST at the moment, but the hit points are with DST. So it's interesting to see how this is going to pan out. Iris have the hit points, have the cap points. I mean, they would be the one to defend, but DST would be the one to make the rotation because they don't have the cap points, but they have the hit points, so they have to work it to their advantage. I would say it's going to be hard for Iris to defend. Defending D will be very hard. It's cap that is quite out in the open, and you're not going to. You don't want to get into the line of fire from 4 50Bs, and if any tank is isolated, that tank could be taken out really quickly. But Iris Conquistador is taking a lot of hits, trying to defend B, and the hit points are in favor of DST by more than 1,000 hit points, and that is going to be important with DST taking A as well. Pressures on Iris, they have to make a move on the other side. Kanamo may be isolated, so they are making a move onto double IS4s, but before they could do that, the 50Bs are now going to get B as well. So that means Iris will lose all their caps. And they have to get A. They have to get Kanamo out of the game quickly enough. But look at this. The 50Bs are looking to get a tank, but they are not focus firing. And this is going to be a bad news for Iris at the moment here. No, I mean DSC. They need to get a focus fire right because the 50Bs are quite paper with the Kim Darby looking for C. This is turning into a brawl fest from every way. Which way you're seeing Conquistador is now dead. Kanabu is still alive, but A is now getting captured. But Iris still lifeline. We are seeing here Banco looking to get a shell into Pleiades, but they need to get Kanabu off the game. They got it. Elite is now dead, but AMX 50B is now looking to shut down Banco, and now Banco is now dead with the 50Bs looking to shut down just Cav. The hit points are in firm favor of DSC at the moment, with Pleiades now taking another hit. Nadoto is also receiving some hits as well, not have peace. Great shot into Nadoto, but Nadoto is now dead. Pleiades now dead as well, and that leaves 5 tanks remaining, and Manko is now going to be getting rammed. No, Infernus trying to get into the backside, kills off Manko, but the Kappas are in firm favor of DST right now, and that leaves only 2 tanks remaining for Iris and Kim Darby dropping the reactive armor, but that would not save any trouble. And with Cam Wars killing off Kim Darby, that means DST 2-1 against Iris. Ooh, thank you for subscribing, Caffeine Less, and also Mario. Here we are seeing Iris. Only 1 tank doing more than 2k, but this definitely, the 50B strategy worked for DST with 6 tanks doing more than 2k, and they're not even far behind actually, so great job to DST. They have worked at 50Bs well. They've been really aggressive with the 50Bs, and they make sure the 50Bs are the ones that are making the aggression, not be the tanks defending, because you can't really defend with 50Bs. Just not good enough to do that. The armor is not up there, and also Iris tried their best to make a move onto double IS4s, but I think the focus fire is not quite there, and also they're a little bit slow. The tanks they are taking the mouse and the Kramwagens are quite slow. So great job to Iris here, and it's 2-1, and that leaves now Iris. We'll see the results. I think some games still playing, but Okay, so at the moment we have results. DST 2-1 against Irons. We know that. E4D 2-0 against BB, and Arch 2 against Salmon. We will know the results soon. So next we have we'll be following BB versus Arc 2. That's another room. I was still waiting for that. And there are only 5 minutes remaining, so the room should be up soon, I suppose. It's still going on, however. Oh, Arc 2-1 against Salmon. So that means Salmon still looking for their first win, but they haven't got it so far. They have won 2 matches already, so I think that means it's going to be a matter of time for them to win a game. Would say. Still close call, but anyhow, that means DST will get 3 points. Arc2 will also get 3 points, but E4D will get 2 points now. And they would be tied with Iris, and BB and UI still with 1 point, and Salmon with 0. So the moment Salmon looks set to get the 7th place in the seeding, and that will put them into the group of death, which is group 1 against the likes of Feast, PGMT, and King, and I think this is going to be hard for them to get out of. Oh, there we go. This is BB versus Arc2. Here we are. Right, so there are only 3 minutes remaining to go, and I'm just gonna have a banana for now. Hello, we are back. It's now going to be BB versus R2. We first start on Camp Steer. So please do not let me do the tour guide on Camp Steer because that's not fun. But SWAT Thunder in the triple T125 alongside Inferior and Up and Player Unknown. I love I love Geo in the Grand Bargain alongside Sun, Vickers Light, and Vishal. IS4, hello Blue, how are you doing? ARC2 in the IS4. No, it's Art Intel in the IS4 like, alongside no one. And Mutation in the Gorilla. And we also have 1-3 by Myth Stargazers and Nexus Atrium in the IS4. Champion in the T125 alongside Sajenko with Or Lover and the Vickers Light. Heading up high. Oh, I and oh my goodness me, what have you done? Definitely it wasn't it's going to be win-worthy, but both of them asked to just are they going for a big C push, because that seems like that Sun will be in deep trouble. Or of is spotted, but he won't be happy about what is going to happen next. Because R2 Sun needs to run away. But they're not committing though. They're not committing to C because they have still so many tanks here. Just go in and what have I done? Sun is now trying to run away. Oh, this is what we are talking about. Arch2 being aggressive over the sea, but Sajenko also lost a lot of hit points as well. But Sun is going to go down. They won't be happy about that. We'll see now getting captured. He's going to be captured by Inferior Up. And it's going to be Arctoon all over, looking to shut down Sun. And it's going to be 6 vs 7 for BB already, but Sajenko's also very low, so if they kill off Sajenko, things will get even, but BB also have the hit points at the moment. Player Unknown just takes a hit by Buntation. They have to be really careful. If we head down to Buntation at the moment, he is looking to put some shots here. Great shot into L. And maybe he will have more they will have more shots. And it's dropped the adrenaline. Great shot into SWAT Thunder. Oh, we will be wondering what's going on. Buntation is farming in that gorilla. That is going to be important. Will they let a nutshell onto? Oh, it's a bounce this time. But Buntation is definitely making use of their DPM. Are they going to let a nutshell? Come on, we need to see a nutshell here. Couldn't quite do it at the moment. Buntation BB is now back in cover, and a temporary farm means Arch2 got the hit points as well, and they also got a caps. They also got the guns. Blue is not pro. Blue is not. Oh, but Champion is taking a hit, but Inferior Up is definitely a bigger up than Blue. Oh, big shot into Inferior Up, and already Arch2 is really making this making it pay for BB for losing that Vickers Light. They do not have the messenger now, and BB is forced to make a rotation, and I'm not sure if it's going to work. Double T125 and now looking to shut down Sajenko and all over. But all over can just run away quickly enough, but Buntation just once again in that gorilla. Look at this player looking to farm into the tanks, looking to tee up with L. Looking to shut down L. They are now spotted, but BB can't do anything but to pretty much contemplate on the gorilla. I will have to see how much damage that gorilla has done, because that looks like to be a lot of damage put out already, and it's going to be Archon really picking up the pieces. Dropping the reactive armor, and Buntation is coming from behind, looking to let a big shell into forward, and it's the case with Myth Stargazers getting kill-stealed, so sorry about that. Champion is now dead, with also L now dead. Art Intel. That ice was still full health, but I love Geo is going to put a shell into that. Oh, I think the gorilla misses this time. But Fisher is now dead, and the game is quite laggy at the moment. ARWV is now going to be the last person standing, and it is the first win going into Arc 2. Great job there. I don't know what you're talking about, Trex and Trouble, the Maddie guy. But you're not Maddox, so what? Chippy Chip saying hell yeah. And Gorilla did only 4 hours. I always expected like 5k territory, but great job to Implementation nonetheless. That was just ruthless farming right there, but son. I think UI memories there. The Vic is like taken out very quickly at the start, so nothing much that tank could do, but that tank can't spot all tanks. And that, you know, that Vickers Light on Archer's side really was a red herring for that, for Sun. So I can understand why they didn't run away very quickly. But it's going to be first game going into Arctune and BB contemplating on that game. I don't think that they want to forget that game as soon as possible, actually. Now we're going for BB with a more standard lineup, triple T125s by Full Thunder, inferior enough and player unknown with triple IS4s by I Love Geo, L and Fisher with Sun. Back in the biggest light, Arctune, this time we'll be taking 268 with Mutation, Art Intel in the IS4, Myth, Stargazers, and 113 once again probably, Nessus in the i7, and we also have Nor or Lover in the biggest like Champion in the T125, and Zajenko also in the T125. Do note that if you take if there is a PC player in your team, you're using the good quota, so there are only 3 days that you can use for PC, and in my opinion, it's not the best to use it on the qualifiers tournament because there is not a lot at stake. It's just only seeding. I think it's more important to have it used on the group stage, day one, where the first group stage, where it's all about getting into the next round. And BB will be now taking triple. Yeah, we have announced that already. But are we going to be seeing another great game for Implementation in that TD? This time at 268, worse accuracy, but better armor. And they're, again, once doing the OR and RO. I don't know why they're doing that, but they're just simply having fun in the chat. All over, and that big is like, it's going to get spots in. And don't think they will get the spot. They will get into B and cap it out. That will give Arctune a cap advantage at the start. And don't worry, guys, gals and pals, we will get you know, campy games. But with now B getting captured, they need to run away from that or getting spotted. Sun once again getting heavily smacked. Arctune doing the magic once again, but the 268 this time is going into an interesting position, looking to shoot whoever's trying to get into B. But at the moment, Arctune is now defending their cap lead. They got A, they got B, but BB got A quickly though. Of what's on the getting shot at, you do not want to lose unnecessary hit points here, because it's all about preserving your hit points at the moment. And with all other, in that case, like trying to run and try and get more spots for Arctune. This will be interesting. But we're going to descend into a relatively campy situation. But I7, all looking to sneaky cap on A. Not sure if that's a good idea here. But BB definitely need a response for that. But they're hesitating. They need to make a move, because A might be captured by Arctune if they don't do it. They are now saying all 3 tanks there, and questions will be raised. Why BB didn't do anything to reset A though? Because now C is going to be captured by Arcton as well, and BB will be really playing with time. The time is against though, and look at Sajenko and the game froze. The game refroze here. Just I can't. I don't know what's going on. But there is a lot of action going on A and also on B as well. So lots of action happening around. But BBD strike tank still holding on. The hit was still with BB at the moment. Their focus fire not good for both teams. But the hit point push out for both teams are really good. So they need to get the focus fire right. Fishhouse now dead onto this side B. All of the 1v1 against Sun with Sajenko now dead. Inferior numbers now dead. The hit point still neck and neck. But Arcton got 3 caps, so they have the advantage with all of them now dead. Champion on is looking to get a shot into Sun, but they are going to run away from this. L is now dead. With Full of Thunder also dead. Double tap right here. And Arcton got hold of the A side. They might be getting hold of the B side as well, but they have 5 tanks compared to BB with only 1. And I love Geo with full health, and that kill means that R2 would get this game, and 2-0 it is. So BB 3 tanks sumo and 2k by R2, 4 tanks sumo and 2k. It was close game, but I think BB really a lot of questions are raised. Why they didn't reset A and there, because that wasn't because they have to. And you saw what happened when R2 secured all 3 caps. It's all about it's really all about defending those caps, and BB, despite their best efforts in shutting down tanks, it's not enough. It's definitely not enough there. Please no spoilers, tricks and trouble, so some mods you need to, you know, I'll go ahead and just delete your message, because really no spoilers, please. Where are my mods? Okay. Okay, so let's play replay by Karkim, who did a lot of damage in that FE45. We'll see on the stream soon. But at the moment, round 5, we're still waiting for results to come in. So here we are. We still have 14 minutes left, so that's a lot of time. Let's play this replay. FE45 Karkim on Rockfield. Boom. I love this nickname. It just reminds me of wrong things. Sorry. If you remove the L and if you know what it means by bomb, then well, that's you know, very sus. dropping the accuracy, I believe it is. The Yag. Oh, ammo rack. Oh my goodness me, that's already 2,000 hit points already for Kakim, and that ammo rack really, I feel sorry for Jaggeru here. It's just getting into position and they got taken out already within a minute. Not something that they would be proud of. The 30B is just going too aggressive, I would say. Just be a little bit, take a chill pill. Great, well, it's not great, just 90.01p. Just allowing Kakim to do the rich wall, putting full clip into the E100. That is, I think that is probably a calculated move that just, you know. Oh, 30B actually toe capped the VK. Don't know how, but that was good. Using the APC out now because it's a turret armor, great shell there. Maybe kill it. Receive a shell from the E100, great kill. That also the FF0405, I have to say, is not a TD. Don't play it like one, or you will be caught out by your teammates. It's a clipper tank and it's really mobile and it has turret. That's all. It's very important, I must say. Dropping that it's not accuracy probably, but we will see. There's now 4 versus 3 there. They have already done more than 5k of damage. And E1 just taking B. But really no one's shooting. Oh, has to be really careful now. Tracked. It's not repairing the tracks because no repair kit. It's just going to go back just to play safe. Oh, it's just I don't know what happened. The game just wasn't at the full form today. Nephil4 saying hello as well. HE, it's all about HE now. So that's a lot of damage put into that gorilla. Yeah, I have a decent kill of that E100 though. But it's just on a drum reload. Yeah, just learning the AP. Doesn't want to oh, great kill there. That's a big threat. Eliminated, but I7 unable to kill up that E100. That was not good. They're going to rotate. It's going to be hard. They need to find out the tanks. On the other hand, not sure how many hit points that the TD has. It's going to be hard. And they have to rely on the TDs to spot. Oh, that was a big surprise right there. But E1 just looking at the wrong way. And that E1 just now carried. That's going to give some breathing space. He's just going to stop for a brief moment to get the camel back. And it's only that E3 left. And you probably, if you can... You probably can predict where that tank is. Actually, that TD is still holding there. Oh, so getting B. So that tank has relocated. It's a great shell here. Another great shell on fire as well. And it has done more than 10,000 damage here. That is massive. So well done. Well done to Kakim. That's probably one of the highest damage numbers you've seen in the game. I think this is going to be ranked as the first in the Hall of Fame on Blitz stars. 10,140 damage dished out and 5 kills total. So well done to Kakima. That was just amazing gameplay you've seen right here. And that ammo rack to Yaguri, really huge F to you guys. I don't think you deserve that. So next we are on to the next one. It's going to be, I'm just going to find the room. It's at E4D. One sec. E4D versus UI, if I remember correctly. That's next. Yeah. So we have more results coming in. ARC2 2-0 against BB, E4D 2-0 against Iris, and UI 2-0 against DST. So that is going to, oh, UI is making a comeback here. Great one here. And now standings. ARC2 has got 4 points so far. 4 wins, and DST DST with that's with 3 wins and 2 losses. E4D 3 wins and 1 loss. Iris 2 wins and 2 losses, and UI 2 wins, 2 losses, and BB 1 win and 4 losses. And that it means at the moment ARC2 is going to take the first the 10th seeding. We will see. And now it's going to be E4D versus UI. Interesting. And here we are. Okay, so I'm just going to change the overlay. Right.
You here, I would never see the stars. I'm headed for you. Foot on the gas. I'm coming straight at you, no looking back. We are connected, misdirected to the high. You are my side. We are connected, misdirected to the high. Then we collide.
Hello Arthur, how are you doing? So we're just waiting for UI to show up, but there are only 3 minutes remaining to go. So Evil D, last time we saw them really aggressive yesterday, and tonight we can see them doing something similar. But we're seeing double bad chats potentially by Arrive and Complex, LGBTIS for Mama Vickers like Papa in T125, Kathy in T125, Zero Crown Bargain. And UI, they have yet to show up. So here we are. Straddle will be playing the last round, and that game will be streamed. Okay, so UI has now showed up. So there we go. Double bad chats by Arrive and Complex. Single eyes for by LGBT Mama and Vickers like Papa and the T175 alongside Caffeine and Zero the Grand Bargain. UI is going with 152mm in the IS4 alongside Cos Alpha. Epsilon in the Crown Bargain alongside Zero Vonius. Lancelot in the T125 alongside Sir Dr. Vulcan and Axis for Wood in the Vickers Light. So double bad chat, it's going to be interesting to see how Evil is going to work, but they're going to be down by almost 2,000 hit points, so they have to trade a lot better than UI. So this is going to be a very, very interesting play, interesting call for Evil D. They have to trade a lot better than UI in order to win this one, and they cannot trade equally. That would not work. And LGBT and also Axis for getting some important spots in that position. B is getting spotted, and Papa, that T125 looking maybe to get hold of the A side at the moment. It's still it's still quite a sell gameplay. Bad chats have rotated back towards their spawn. Maybe they're looking to make a rotation over the sea as well, but you never know. Papa is spotted, Epsilon still spotted, Axis forward still holding into that position, trying to get more spots, or Zero. Taking some double tap, has to be really careful with that position. You do not want to lose unnecessary hit points. This is a good position, but you have to work it well. LGBT taking a little bit of hit there by Cos Alpha, but ARWV has spotted up 152 millimeters, but Batchat's just now running away, probably going to rotate into the other way. Papa took a little bit of fire, I believe. Hello, Pranyo and Zero. ARWV actually still there. Complex Mine's not far behind actually. The Batchats has stopped moving, just trying to get more spots. Papa taking a big hit. At the moment here, the hit points are in favor of UI by more than 2,000 hit points. A is going to be captured by Epsilon. They still have to trade a lot better E4D at the moment. They have to do it with A now getting captured by UI. But also E4D, they need to defend their caps. But I don't think these tanks would be good for defending because, you know, as you see, they are very medium or light-ish. But E4D has now made a move. They're looking to shut down 152. They're facing the frontal armor, however. So that will mean 152 millimeters will receive quite a lot of bounces here. So that's going to be very important. Batchat unable to unleash their clip. On the other hand, you have Papa now going to go down to Lancelot. Crab Vargas Zero is now dead. They have to take out 152 as soon as possible, but they have to make sure they don't bounce shots. Complex looking to kill off 152 millimeters, and now the hit points out in favor of E4D. Now, Cos Alpha is going to go down very quickly. That IS4 and UI has now rotated. This is going to go really close. Both A and B caps are now getting captured by UI, so that means the caps are the cap points have stopped increasing for E4D, and they have to get a focus fire right now. It's now 6 versus 4. The hit points still with E4D, and Lancelot is horrendously out of position. He is going to be they are going to be isolated, and now A is going to be captured by A with Lancelot now taken out. It's now 6 versus 3, and A is going to be captured. Meanwhile, UI still holding on, so Dr. Falcon is going to be the focus for E4D's forces, and they're going to push that next. And with this to go, Zero is going to... Okay, so Dr. Falcon is now dead, leaving UI Epsilon the next focus for E4D. That's great focus right here. And ARWV's going to put a great shell there. It's been killed. And Access Forward is now the last person remaining on the battlefield. So well done to you, E4D. Unfortunately, I think the tanks for UI spread out way too much, and they tried to make a push onto the isolated tank, but they had but E4D has fewer tanks isolated. Actually, only 1 or 2 tanks. Papa going down. I mean, they have sent like 4 tanks onto 1. Now that's not good enough, because that means UI has led 3 tanks against 6 tanks. And particularly you are seeing Batchat and Vic is like pushing onto these tanks, IS4s frontally. And that's always going to buy some time for UI. And I think when that happened, when 3 tanks are queued, all UI needs to do is to stay. They have 2 caps, they just need to defend the caps. And they couldn't do so, and they left especially 1 tank, Lancelot, isolated right here in the bad position, and that allowed E4D to pick up pieces in the end. But E4D, that was some great baiting done onto Papa, and great job to make a rotation on the other side, and that means now it's going to be 1-0 for E4D. And that's some really free-flowing gameplay by E4D. And I really like to see how they're going to play the next one. This is really CIS server gameplay right here. And I really want to see E4D back in the next season. I think they could do really well if they continue to work like that. So really good calculation right here. UI just got outplayed, and they have to change something up. They do not want to spread out way too much this time, because that allowed E4D to focus fire relatively easily. Now UI is going to take double IS4s by 152mm and Sir Dr. Falcon, Lancelot in the T125, triple crown bargains by Cos Alpha, Epsilon and Zero, with Access Forward and a Vega Slide. And with 6 clipping tanks for E4D and 215B, that's really CIS server-ish. 7-star. I would say it's all about the clips. It's all about the burst damage here. If E4D is able to work that well, that could mean E4D could be very hard to tackle against, especially if they go hyper aggressive. And let's follow Tommy at the moment here. He's looking to reset B probably, but I don't think they were going to get into the position just yet. And Axis for Wood got B just in time and got away with that quickly enough. So not enough time for Tommy to make that reset here, and that means this time UI would have a good excuse to defend nicely. And if they get C as well, that means E4D, they need to find a way to break down UI, and UI just have to make sure they just defend in en masse, and they do not want to lose unnecessary hit points. That's not what they want to do with Papa taking a little bit of hit there. And C is going to be captured by UI with LGBT looking to get some focus on B, and if they could get B, that would mean E4D just need to defend next. But I don't think E4D wants to defend, because with the tanks they possess, it's better off for them to make a rotation actually. But anyway, you still want the caps because UI has 2 caps now, and the cap point is going to increase very quickly for UI, and E4D must absolutely make a move and rotate. And you're now seeing the TVPs and the bat chats now going back to that spawn, and UI just need to defend really closely with one another, and they have to connect with one another well. With LGBT now trying to make some shots here, couldn't connect. They have to stay safe. The Crown Vagans, they have to wait. It's not on them to make a call. It's on actually the TVPs, Mama, and also Batchat to make a call, but Batchat's on the other side. So not sure what the idea of Tommy is there, but Mama and Arrives looking to get into C. They might be looking to shut 152mm down, and maybe after that the Crown Vagans can go in. Oh, B, they're trying to get B. That's going to give some distraction right here. But 152, they're not going for C at the moment. They want to go for tanks. And I think 152mm is going to go down very quickly. The TVPs look to put shots in. But Mama just making sure 152mm is now one shot. Now TVP's going C after unleashing their clip. With 152mm now dead. Absalon getting heavily smacked by the Crown Vagans. And Sierra is looking to finish off Absalon. That means UI will lose 2 tanks. And that's going to be the case. The hit was in firm favor of E4D right now. And with Cos Alpha going to be the next tank down for E4D. That's just brilliant gameplay for UI. And no, E4D and Cos Alpha now dead. I'm very impressed about what E4D did tonight. And Zero's now dead. That's just 7. I'm not sure if 7-star was playing on E4D's account, because that is really 7-star. Or Mercy right here. Mercy, inspired by both Mercy and 7-star. UI just have no answer to that. LGBT is now dead, and that means now it's 7 versus 2 with Axis for Wood dead under Tommy and Lancelot. It's not going to go down. But what a game. Great distraction on B, and that really distracted UI's forces to put their focus on B instead. And they timed it well. They made another move onto C. They knew that there are isolated tanks defending C as well. Made use of that to shut down IS4 very quickly. And with UI losing 2 tanks in succession, they work together in tandem brilliantly, and E4D that's just very, very interesting, very exhilarating gameplay, and this is what we want to see, hopefully, on the Asia server during the summer season. And if E4D keeps on training with these players, and I really want them to represent Asia to next year in the Twister Cup, and I think they will be a force to be reckoned with. And please don't say Asia server is going to definitely go down. And if they could also practice panning all their shells, especially those TVPs and also the back chats I would say please do not underestimate Asia server. That is some good communication right there from E4D. So I really wish all the best for E4D, and I really think they could make a big difference here. So we have a lot of we have a lot of minutes remaining. So while you wait, let's play some games on the EU server, and we are actually the first one to have results here. Who's in the lead now? It was no. It's what's your clan? Hello, Strike. Arctoon. Arctoon 4 wins, so you're top of the table at the moment.
Just tell me I can do this too. For everything we thought to never lose. 'Cause everything we want, oh, is everything. Just like I need you. Oh, it's just like you need me. Oh, straight unknown, don't you bail on me now. I got the world on my back and my head on the crown. Straight unknown.
Right, let's play some Tortoise today. While we wait, still a lot of minutes remaining to go, so why not spend the 15 minutes remaining? So let's play a game on Tortoise. As I grind this tank here, bloody tank. Hello. Wise team for taking this spot. god, oh my 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 god. Oh, thank you. Really, the FPS is really not doing in my favor. How did that not pan? Oh my god, the FPS is just really bad. Nice one. How many minutes? We still have a lot of minutes to go. It's still so laggy. Let me just close Spotify and see if it's going to help. Here we go, let's go in once again. Right, should I play Supremacy of Encounter? Doesn't matter actually. Just watch CWA. Yes! You're right, Raj. Just watch CWA. I don't need that. Well, I actually don't need that. I think 100%. I think I got through. So let's not do it. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Flute Poos. Hopefully, you're gonna get better. Ooh. Well, that's just going to go really bad. I want to track you. Can't really track you. What can I do? Yes. Someone tracked the M2. Oh, I need you out of this game. Thank you. And next. We're going to get to ST1 of this game, and you're tracked and you're out. Good. So our next one, I can't get to Babatrega, so I'm not going to get that. Teammates could get that, so I have faith in my teammates. Someone needs help. Pattern just keep pulling back. Keep peeling, and oh shit. Oh, yeah, I think I swore. Ah, what is that? No, it's a freak show. There we go. Great. We have around 8 minutes left. Still have a lot of minutes left to go. So the results of other groups we have, we still don't know. Some games still playing. We know Evil D2 against UI. We don't know about Archtune against Iris, and Salmon vs BB is not updated yet, or not. It's actually updated. We have Archtune 2-1 against Iris, and BB 2-0 against Salmon. So that looks like Salmon is going to be in 7th place at the moment, unless I'm not sure their result against BB. They lost against PB obviously, so even if they won, they are very sure they're going to get the last place, the 16th seeding in the group stage. That will put them in the same group as Feast, PGMT, and King, and that's going to be a very hard group to escape from. And Archtune, they're still leading. 5 games to 0, and finally we have BB has played all the games, so that win will put them in with 2 points. Iris still with 2 points, and UI still with 2 points. So this is going to be important. Finally, this is going to be important match. A lot of clans fighting out. And Evil D versus DST. DST didn't play the last one, but DST currently currently have 3 points. Evil D with 4 points. So it's going to be a battle for the 2nd place, basically. Yeah, that's good. Getting more stuff. Thanks for subscribing, Supers, and yep, and here we go. So it's going to be Iris versus Salmon. Tortoise back tonk. I don't think it's a bad tank actually. I think it's better than some other tanks. It's really not a bad tank. I think it's fine. I'm doing great. Actually, at the moment, I really like the games of people. They're really great to see. I hope they do good in this one, and that also means Archtune will be getting the 10th seeding, I believe. And if we go back to the group, the group draw. But actually, I'm going to show you on the. I'm going to show you here. Okay, so we know the 16th spot will be occupied by Salmon. So group 1, the teams would be Feast, PGMT, Kings, and Salmon. We also know that the 10th seeding, the 10th place would be occupied by Archtune. So it's going to be RN, DTG, and Archtune right here. I don't think there's going to be be an interesting group to follow, and we'll find out the 15th place. Who get that? And if E4D wins against DST, they will be put into the same group as GB and NQE7 and NQE7 for E4D. But if E4D wins against DST, they will be put into the same group as XLV versus 9V. But either way, Group 3 shapes up to be a Japanese group, and I'm not sure about the last clan right here, because at the moment here we are the clans that are participating tonight, playing tonight: E4D, Arctune, Salmon, BB, Iris, UI, and DST, and the full Japanese clans at the moment are just E4D and DST. I'm not sure about BB though. Definitely not UI. I'm not sure about Salmon, so it could be different. So Salmon has ready up with lots of UE57s. That's not allowed, I suppose. Okay, so you Fish Storm, Kagi, Lemon, Pancake Potato, and TH in the UE57s. Vodka in the SU76I. What am I even doing? Let me get back into the room. Iris going to take Elitist in the T22. We don't see that often here, probably because it's a tank that is collectible, and you need money to buy it. Banco, Crab Bangalosa, Infernus, Just Cat, IS4, double T110E5s by Kim Dabin and Stradalade, and Conquistador in the mouse. So, Salmon needs to change their tanks, but I think this game's just not going to, matter a lot. Iris would definitely want to win this one to get 3 points and to put them better in the seeding. Well... Oh, Salmon, why are you doing this to me? I don't want to stream this. Why am I here just to suffer? Come on. Sex, Sap Tupo. No, Sex Tupo German Heavies. I know it's my rules, but why? Just why? I mean, they're just gonna have fun anyway, so why not have some fun and just, I feel like Pancake is now going to be the odd one out, and well, unless they change into a mouse or a 100. Meanwhile, Iris, I think this game matters more for them because they want better seeding. So they have Elitist T22, Just Cap, IS4, Kim Darwin T125 alongside Stradalate, Conquistador, Mouse, Double Crown Bargain by Banco, and Infernus. Yeah, it's me. It's a meme team. So they're going to have almost 221,000 hit points. Not quite, but you know, they almost got it. And oh come on, why? Oh, why? No. Just elitist. It's going to get some spots in that T22, but I don't think they will get a lot of spots on C. You can't really go into C with the mouses anymore, 100. So obvious that that would happen. Just go into C quickly then. Hopefully. So meanwhile, you're seeing C is going to be captured by Iris. They were looking to get B, but Pancake on the table took quite some hits there, already triple tapped. And Banku could potentially get a great shot right here, and Just Cap will be looking to put another shell into Pancake on the table, maybe an XG shell, or maybe they want to go into this B cap, but it's a bounce. Lemon on the table, put a shell into Just Calf, but I think a T22 needs to do quite a lot. Oh, big shot from Potato on the table into Elitist right here, and they will be captured by Salmon probably. And they're just going really aggressive at the moment. Hit points still with Salmon, and Iris also dropped some hit points already, and Potato on the table losing quite a lot of hit points here, but I think that tank bounced. And Iris, they need to make a move as soon as possible. Lemon on the table is now already making a move into shutting down Conquistador. They need to get Pancake on the table out of the game, and also Potato on the table out of the game as soon as possible to give them the gun advantage here. And Elite is just bouncing their shell. Just Calf is going to go down probably. And I don't think Iris, they are still not killing a tank at the moment. It's taking them way too long at the moment, but with Potato on the table now dead. Just Cap also now dead, and I think Iris needs to get a focus fire right, and they cannot focus the mouse, obviously. They are focusing QQQ style, but next tank getting taken out will be probably Elitist or Kim Darby, but Pancake on the table is also really low. Stradolate is just going straight past. Not sure what the idea was, but B was captured by Salmon as well, and Salmon has a lot of hit points to spare with Kim Darwin now very, very low. QQQ Styles now dead, and Infernus bounced their shell, and I think there was so many bounce shells from Iris side. They just need to get their shells in here. And Conquistador, good shell into Fish Top, and Infernus looking to put a shell into Fish Top. And they just need to focus fire, right? And it's now 5 vs 4, but a lots of low hit point targets for Iris. With Fish Top on the table killed by Conquistador, their attention has turned onto Vodka on the table. Banco is now dead, but the cap was still with, I mean, there are still 2 caps for Salmon. They're not getting B, but I think that would be a good idea for now to get B. But Vodka on the table was killed by Infernus before. That tank's able to kill off Infernus, but Kagi on the table kills off Infernus. The hit point is still in favor of Salmon, but they only have 2 tanks remaining. And it's going to be very important for Stradolite at least to stay alive. But it's a bounce from Stradolite, and they really need to work now. Work hard. And great shot onto Lemon on the table, but I think really them not getting another cap, they really need to do so, because now Salmon has 2 caps compared to Iris only 1. And I think the least is they wants to do that, but Stradolite was killed by Kagi. They need to get B. They need to get B. 940 cap points for Salmon. No time. They cannot waste any time now. And with Kagi on the table now, last person standing, they can do it. Iris absolutely can do it. A great shot into Kagi on the table, and they got B as well. If Elitist is killed though, that would mean Salmon will win this one, but I don't think that will happen. Conquistador is now trying to work with Elitist to shut down Kagi on the table, and that would mean Iris would get the first game, actually. No, it's actually Salmon. Oh no. Salmon just getting it at death. Oh, Iris did the absolute best they could, but really not getting B early enough, that really cost them the game, sadly. And that means now Salmon will be leading this game, and Iris would need a response. But that was a close game from Iris here. They almost got it. So now Iris changing something up. Salmon's now going with the quadruple bow spike once again, and Fish Door is going to take VK72.01K Pancake back in the Vickers Light. Those they are changing into Vickers Light instead of the Ice Fall. Iris is going to take double bows potentially and keep down on E100. They're going really heavy now. Elite is Ice Fall. Banco Grand Bargain alongside Infernus, Just Calf, T110E5, now Dotto in that T22 Straddle late on the subs bench now this time. Here we are, second game of Mayan Ruins. Sour back with the heavy spam. The German heavy spam. Will Iris this time have a response to that? But Iris not taking a medium tag. This is going to be hard. That medium tag was instrumental last game, but I'm not sure dropping that would be a good choice here. Especially if Sour now with a Vickers like that tank is going to cause a lot of trouble for Iris. So with Pancake on the table, looking to get B already at the start, not getting any spots. I think this is going to be a, I don't know, I would say it's a bad move because potentially Pancake on the table is trapped, but Samuel getting B nonetheless, and or getting reset by Conquistador. Can they get out of this? Banco might put in a shell, but luckily Pancake on the table has run away. But I don't know. Infernus can put some shots into Pancake on the table. Great 80 shell into Pancake on the table, and Infernus might be looking to put another shell. No, they're looking the wrong way. But Salmon's just going very, very aggressively now. This time, Iris is forced to defend. And it works. Salmon, the push with triple mouse is just about focus fire right now. They're focusing elitists, and bounce is happening. Salmon does not want to bounce. Lemon on the table needs to stay back. Let's see, because it's low in health. Just get back, duck backwards. Lemon's just not going backwards. Iris just focusing that tank hard, and it's already has taken it out. So I don't know what Salmon was doing there, and the hit points are now in firm favor of Iris, and Salmon just need to get a focus fire right, and Iris just need to get fished up on the table here. But Salmon is dropping so many hit points this game, and the hit point push is not good this time, and that means Iris Grandfather getting absolutely evaporated. Fish stop on the table getting killed. The turret just blocking Vodka a little bit, and Salmon is still struggling with the focus fire a little bit. Just kept receiving a big hit. Salmon seems to be looking for a comeback here. It's now 4 versus 5. And Infernus now dead, but some wasted shells happening. Vodka is going to kill off Kim Jabin. It's going to be case, and that means only 3 mouses left for for Salmon. That big is like was carried by Nadorto. That was really important here. And Nadorto is going to be the focus for Salmon next. And THQQQ style, great shot into QQQ style by Nadorto. And great shot by Conquistador as well. But Inferno is just rotating for quite some distance. And Nadorto needs to stay alive. Oh, bounce from Kagi. Not good enough, but Conquistador is looking to put a shell into THQQQ style. Killed it off, but Infernus wasted his shell onto that. And that would not be good. Double bounce against a bounce, but Kagi on the table, missing that. Infernus needs to wait a little bit for his second shell to load. And I think the focus is on Vodka on the table, but he's showing the backside towards Vodka. And great 80 shell from Vodka onto Infernus, and Infernus just struggling a little bit. They just need to get Vodka on the table out of the way, but the focus is really on the Crown Vargans right now, and Salmon with the mouse is just ramming left, right, and center. Conquistador looking to put a shell into Vodka on the table, but Infernus taken out by Kagi, and that leaves Conquistador the last person standing. And Salmon will be taking home with a 2-0 victory. Finally, no team in this qualifying stage is going to get 0 points. So no teams like United Kingdom this time, and with Kagi on the table, killing off Conquistador, 2-0 for Salmon. Congratulations to Salmon, and Iris will only be getting 2 points this time. Oh, thank you for the donation from Caffeine Less, 120 yen, and nice emoji right here. But 2 times 3 more than 2, 3 times 3 more than 2k for Iris, but Salmon only with 5 times 3 more than 2k. Iris, I think both teams' focus fire is not good. Salmon, particularly the hit point push sharing, is not ideal at all. Like Lemon on the table, you're low in health, get back, let other mouses to go forwards and assault hit points. Iris also need to get a focus fire, right? That was the best focus fire I've seen here, and allowed really Salmon to make use of the triple mouse to assault hit points and so on, and yeah. It's okay, Stradley, it's just don't worry about that. So we'll be waiting for UI versus Arttune and DST versus E4D.
Family I used to have. I feel like everything's so different now. Sitting by the fire as we'd watch the flames burn out. I miss the days I wasn't afraid. Now I always have my guard up. Hands on my face, I learned to cope with the pain. I know that people think I'm trying to get attention, but in reality I'm trying to send a message. I know there's kids out there that are going through the same thing, and if you're one of them, I hope to help your suffering. Just know it will get better
Oh, we need to win some games in TD, so let's play in the T110E3 then. Oh, how did you even penetrate that? Yeah. Yeah, just it was looking okay. Yeah, do that. Oh, we got results. So we have UI 2-0 against Arctoon and Evil D 2-0 against DST. So Evil D will be getting the the second spot in this qualifying stage. Oh, super conk. I'm not quick enough though. So good luck. Oh, there to support. Yeah. There. And that was just too. I don't know. I'm not quick enough, so that was a bit too aggressive. At the moment. Oh, got Amorat. Congratulations. So it's just 1-4 and all the 50B is going to... Oh no. Ah, at least a bounce. Ah! Oh, the accuracy of this tank is just poof. I think we know where TD is. I'm not going to, you know, rush down there. Oh, that's good. T2 got the T22 out. Looks like good. Well, I think I'm going to support the E100 actually. And against T34, the T2A is going to win that. So I'm not concerned about that. There we go. Is that E100 trying to shoot into that T? It's not actually paying attention to me. So I would say, take another shell. Finally you killed someone. Well no, that's not nice. It's not looking at me. They are not looking at me. So at least that's a good thing. Ah, come on. Ah. Come on, I need to get my gun down and kill that tank, yes. Yes, got it. And is that Yager going to make a... I'm just going to, you know, wait a little bit, because I'm a one-shot. No one die. I need to turn my tank. God bless me, Yager is going to kill me. Please don't. For the love of God. Thank you. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, it's yours, T62A. Reap up. There we go. Oh, there we go. That was a much better game. I just forgot what I did in the last one. That was just a little bit embarrassing, to say the least. So, I mean, we can take a look at the results, because now everything's now finished. I'm just going to pass. I'm going to pass the Fox for. To give us a table with points. Let's give it another shot for the 223 while I pester Winter Fox to give us a points table. Archtune got 6 points, E4D 6 points as well, but Archtune will be taking home that 10th spot because they won against E4D. UI got 3 points, and they beat DST, so they are higher. Aris beat BB, they are 2 points. Salmon with 1 point. So that means if we look at the table, it's going to be like that. 10th place will be Archtune, 11th place will be E4D. So Archtune will be with RN and DDG in the same group. E4D will be in the same group as HLV and 9V. And then we have UI. UI will be in the we have DS UI the 12th spot and DST the 13th spot. So group 4 we have GB NQE7 UI and also DST in the same group. I think that is going to be quite an obvious group. I don't know. I'm not going to doubt the abilities of UI or DSP, but it seems like GB and NQE7 are expected to go through actually. Not sure about Group 3. Group 3 is quite up for grabs, and we have Iris in the 14th, so they're in the same group as HLV 9V and also E4D. I think this is going to be another group of death. We also have Group 2 with also BB in there, and yes, it's going to be interesting to see. Group 1 and Group 3 will be the group of death. Group 2 will be an interesting group. DTG and also Arc 2. I'm not sure who is going to go through, but this is going to be interesting to watch. And Group 4 seems to be the most. It's going to be the group with a pretty much predictable qualifiers to the next round. Yes, I'm bad. Yes, hello everyone. So goodbye everyone. So hopefully they will be back once again. I think it's on the 9th of November. So this is the final table.
See your eyes in different faces. It's bugging me out. Starting to get complacent.
So here are all the results for this qualifying round. And here is the table with Arc 2 ahead of E4D because Arc 2 won against E4D. And you are against DST, they won against DST, so they are ahead of them. Iris ahead of BB because Iris won against BB and Salmon in the last place with 1 point at least. Great win against Iris. And this is the table before. As you can see, Iris from the 2nd place dropped down to the to the 5th place. And here we are, the seeding, it will change. We have announced it already, and you can refer to the table before. And Group 1 and Group 3 will be the groups that I think will have the most attention. So thank you all for watching, I'll see you all on Tuesday.